Hey everyone, let's have a quick chat about the Shades of Magic trilogy. And I must admit, I thought about not uploading a video for the series because it's been a while since it's finished and everybody talked about it, and I don't really have feelings about the series. So let's get into the video. The books in the series are A Darker Shade of Magic, A Gathering of Shadows, and A Conjuring of Light. And yes, I know I messed up buying the same covers for the whole series. Kind of angry about that. But let's move on. Okay, let's get into the bad series description that I always have. This is a multiverse fantasy with magic. We have characters who are magic and they have special powers, and we have others who are not. There's also in the different universes, they are connected, and the people with this special kind of magic can move between the different universes. And not every universe has the same amount of magic to run on, and that's part of the story. There is a lot of adventure going on. There is a lot of characters from those different universes that connect. And in the first book, we meet our main characters, Cal from Red London, who has a special magic that he can travel between the universes. And we meet Delilah Bart from Grey London, which mostly resembles our world without magic. And they meet, adventures happen, and then they travel on together for the rest of the book and follow on adventures. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free. The first book I found really fascinating. I really enjoyed the characters. I was captivated by the story, the adventure, the mystery, the twists and turns, the evil people. They were really evil in the first book. I didn't like it and liked it because it was very good to see so evil people. Anyways, the first book I read 2 years ago, and I kind of thought it could be read as a standalone. So you could stop reading there. You have an ending to a plot line, but you could go on with the story and the characters. And that's why I continued. Books 2 and 3 are connected. The story is more or less one. So I wouldn't recommend reading book 2 and not having book 3 on hand, because the third book really moves on with the story and there is a cliffhanger you want to continue reading. And saying that, still I wasn't captivated. The story is another set of adventures. It moves on from the first, but it's not following on that. It's more connected, but not directly a follow-up story. Things that happen in the first book and in the first adventure have an effect on the second and the third book and on the ongoing story, but it's not at the center. So we have two different evil people and villains and story plot lines. And in book 2 and 3, while I was still invested in the characters, I found myself not interested in everything that happened. There are still wonderful world building, wonderful characters, twists and turns, surprises at every end and every corner, but it wasn't captivating. That is the thing that I don't know if it's just my current mood with pandemic life and everything that's going on, that I just wanted to have the series finished and wasn't really interested in the series to begin with, or if it is actually how the books are written. They are rather long. The second and the third book are 500 and 600 something pages long, and it is very descriptive. We flip around between perspectives a lot. So we have Kel's and Lila's perspective, but we add on different perspectives in the second and the third book. So we constantly change whose point of view we're having. So we're everywhere in the story, which is nice. But for some reason, I wasn't interested in everyone's perspective, and I wasn't interested in every character in equal amounts, which also made it more dragging. And I feel that is what I'm lacking, this connection. Like I said, I don't really have any feelings about the series because I'm not overly invested, but I don't dislike it either. I think it's a wonderful fantasy setting. I think it's a wonderful group of characters. It's fantastic adventures. It's wonderful ideas with magic and what you can do with the magic in this world. But for some reason, I'm not invested. And I don't mind in a way. I don't think you have to be overly invested in every series, but it is more fun if you really root for the characters, if you feel with them, if you're on the edge of your seat. I also must admit that I plan to read the second and the third book in a time where I had a lot of time to read, so that I could binge read and read them in big chunks and not have to put them down every other page again. And I noticed that I wouldn't have finished the books if I had done it that way. So reading them in a big chunks and very fast helped me not hate the books. So my battery is flashing. Let's finish this here. Overall, I can recommend the series. It's a fun fantasy series, so you can enjoy it. I would like to hear what you think. I know there's a lot of fans who love the series, and I would love to know what you loved about it. What was your favorite parts? Tell me in comments, and thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.